anthology which should not be missed by anyone. Hi everyone, welcome to I Just React and Review. My name is Ashmita and I hope you all are doing well, and today I would be sharing my thoughts on the Tamil anthology that released on Netflix last month, Paava Kadaigal. Now even before it's released, I had high hopes pinned on this one since I knew the works of 3 out of the 4 directors, and thankfully it did not disappoint. Netflix has also divided all the 4 stories into separate episodes, so one can actually pick and choose as per their preference. The running theme of the anthology also made me appreciate this film so much, and it is a topic that is so relevant today, and I'm really glad that the directors covered this topic in their own particular style. It is about honor killing, and these stories explore the idea of what is seen as honorable or dishonorable in the society basis the prejudices of the human mind. So yes, let's get into each of the stories one by one. The first story, Thangam, is directed by Sudha Kongra, and I was specifically stoked for this particular story because of the way she has delivered her current projects. I completely fell in love with the storyline where a transgender guy, Sathar, is in love with his childhood best friend, Sarvanan. Sathar is subjected to daily abuses not just from the society but also from his own family. But Sathar has a thick skin and he always tends to ignore the bullying because he is secretly saving money to get a sex change operation. His heart gets broken when he finds out that his best friend Sarvanan is actually in love with his sister Sahira. The story shows that how Sathar's selfless acts to protect his best friend and sister costs him. Because of Sathar's sexuality, the family does not even think twice before disowning him. Sathar's entire internal struggle has been portrayed really well in a very short span of time, I must say, and it definitely had the touch, the commercial massive touch of Sudha ma'am. Sometimes one might feel that Sathar's emotions are shown in a way too overdramatic way, but I really did not mind that. Kalidas Jairam was just fabulous in his performance. Couldn't believe that he was the same guy who played the carefree boy in Puttam Puttu Kalai. Of course, I loved all the 4 stories, but if I had to, rank them in my preference, this particular story ranked second. Okay, now this one was, the way I would describe it would be quirky. The narrative that has been chosen to tell the story is dark humor. When I was watching, I was a little skeptical on how it was taking shape, but by the end of it, I felt that the director did a fabulous job to create a good balance between comedy and tragedy. The story follows a village lord, Veerasimha, who in the face of the villagers promotes the idea of intercaste marriages, but in reality hates it. He ensures that the couples who do intercaste marriages are killed by his henchmen, which is led by Narikutti. And one day, when he finds out that one of his daughters also wants to marry outside her caste, he decides to do the same thing, unfortunately, with her. And in this particular story, there are so many plot twists that the audience is hooked, wondering what is going to happen next. This particular episode is directed by Vignesh Shivan, and the route he took to direct the story is probably my favorite out of the 4. And not just the direction, the performances of all the actors in this particular story stayed with me. The actor who played Narikutti, Jafar Sadiq, he was exceptional. In the entire anthology, out of all the actors, he was my absolute favorite. He completely stole the show, and in reality, he was the life of this particular story. Because of its unique storytelling and superb performances, this particular story ranked number 1 out of all the 4 for me. Directed by another amazingly talented director, Gautam Menon, this particular story explores the idea of the stigma a family thinks it might face from the society if they find out that the girl or the daughter of the family has been a victim of brutal physical abuse. Satya and Mathi, along with their 3 children, are a typical middle-class happy family who go about their day-to-day life. The parents' lives are turned upside down when one day their youngest daughter gets kidnapped and sexually abused by a rich boy from their neighborhood. neighborhood. What follows majorly in the storyline is how both the parents deal with this situation. They refuse to go to the police, they hide their daughter, they are scared what society is going to think of them, they do not send their daughter to the school. Honestly, watching this particular story and how the parents were dealing with the situation made me extremely uncomfortable. But maybe that was the intention. It is a sad reality that in many cases this is exactly what happens. This is the only story in the anthology where the ending was sort of kept open-ended for the audience to conclude that how the parents would have dealt with the situation in future. We see at the end that Gautam Menon's character has sort of come in terms with the situation, but the mother is still struggling and she has very bad thoughts regarding her daughter. But at the end, we do not know how both these parents actually get their daughter out of this trauma. For me, the ending was a little unsettling. I wished that there was a particular and a definitive conclusion to this story, but it's okay. That's just my opinion. I'm sure a lot of you were okay with the open-ended ending, but for me, I would have wanted a proper conclusion. Once again, good performances, especially from Simran, who plays the role of Mathi. She really particularly stood out for me. Overall, for me, yes, out of the 4, this ranked at number 4. Now the final story, directed by Vetrimaran. Now I have only watched his Asuran. That's the only film of his that I've watched. And honestly, maybe it's coming from a place of bias. I actually thought before the episode started that this story is probably going to be brutal. And I was not wrong. The ending is so gut-wrenching and brutal. It just broke me, guys. It just completely broke me. The highlight of the storyline is the relationship between a father and a daughter, played by Prakash Raj and Sai Pallavi respectively. Sumati, played by Sai Pallavi, is estranged from her family because she eloped and married a boy from a lower caste. When her father learns that she is pregnant, he actually reaches out to her and tries to make amends. Sumati is nothing but elated that she gets to finally reunite with her family. But the sequence of events that follow after this are gut-wrenching to say the least. Absolutely loved the way this particular story was directed. I mean, this is the final one. If you are watching it in a sequence, this is the 4th story, and when this movie ends, it just left me with so many unsettling feelings. That's how gut-wrenching the ending was. Sai Pallavi was an absolute star in this movie. Absolute star. Her acting, expression, dialogue delivery, everything was on point. The father-daughter chemistry between Prakash Raj and Sai Pallavi was also portrayed so well, and that is why I feel that by the end of this particular story, I was shattered. This ranked 3rd in my overall ranking, though I loved, like I said, I loved all the 4 stories, but this ranking is just my own preference. Topics covered in this anthology are so important and relevant and should be discussed. I think it's a great testament to the directors that they have been able to portray and convey the emotions in such a short span. Like, the time frame of each anthology is 30 minutes. So to convey all these important emotions in 30 minutes is a very big deal. And kudos to all the 4 directors. They have done so well, and I feel so happy that thanks to the OTT that we get to see such great films from the regional film industries. If not for OTT platforms, these movies wouldn't have gotten their spotlight, and honestly, they wouldn't have gotten so many screens in the theaters in the first place. I feel very happy that such movies get to reach a very big audience through the OTTs. So yes, that was me sharing my thoughts on the Tamil anthology Paava Kadaigal. It is streaming on Netflix. Please watch it if you haven't. If you have watched it, please do share in your thoughts. And yes, that was it from me today. I hope you have come till the end of the video. If you have, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.